Hello guys, welcome back to our video. This day we are going to tackle about the PHP float, PHP array, and the PHP object. So first we are going to discuss the PHP float. So a float or the floating point number is a number with a decimal point or a number in exponential form. So for example, we are going to make a function. So here, uh, let's make an example. So this is our variable, the x. Then this is our float. So we call this as our float. And this is our bar dump. Then inside of it, we're going to call our variable x. Okay. In this following example, the variable x is a float. So the PHP bar dump function returns the data type and the value. So so since the variable has a floating point number, the bar dump will return the data type, which is the float, and the value, which is the 10.365. Remember this, any numbers with decimal point is considered as float. So let's check the result. As you can see, the float is in the left side and the value is in the right side. So this is the float is our data type, and this is our value, the float, the floating point number. Then let's move to the PHP array. So we're going to put a comment here. Remember this an example of a comment. When you put a comment inside of your PHP codes, you're going to make that so that you can have a comment for you to remember your codes. So let's talk about the PHP array. An PHP array stores multiple values in one single variable. So for example, we have the variable cars, and this is our array. Then we are going to make an string. So inside of this the parenthesis, or in the inside of the double quotation mark, these are strings. So let's say then for in this following example, variable cars is an array. The PHP, so we are going to make a var down. Then let's call the cars inside of this parenthesis. So the PHP bar down function returns the data type and the value. So inside the variable cars, we have three values, which our three values is the Toyota, BMW, and Ford. Now the bar dump will process and the three values inside the cars variable, and the array will count the values, and the string will count the number of letters in the value. So we have the three values. Our three values are the Toyota, BMW, and Ford, and the cars is our variable, and the array will count the values. For example, we have three variables. So he will count that the variable, I mean the cars have three strings. So the array will count the strings inside the cars variable. So for example, we have three strings. So the array will count the strings. So we have three strings, so he will count the strings. Then example, let's run this. So that's the result. And the string, I mean the array will count from 0 until 2. Then the string will count the number of letters inside the values. For example, the Toyota. So how many letters in the Toyota? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have uh, strings and the Toyota. So this is the example of the PHP array. So let's move to PHP object. So classes and objects are the two main aspects of oriented programming. So we are going to make functions here, and after that we are going to explain. So we have the car class, then inside of this we are going to make a public, then color, then public model. So we have the variable color and the variable model. Then we're going to add a public function, then construct. So let's construct the color and the variable color and the variable model. Then let's close the parenthesis. Then let's add another curly brackets here. Wait. Then let's add here another one, the closing. So below this, let's add this wait this color equals, let's add a space, color equals the color variable. Then here we are going to call the variable this. Then the model equals the variable model. Then execute. Then let's add another here. Wait. We have we are going to make a public class, I mean public function, message. Then inside of this, let's return this is our string. So let's call this color color that this model that then execute. Then here, let's add a my car equals new car, then parenthesis, then black. So the color of our car is black. Then the model is Toyota. Then echo or print my car, then message, and here echo the brake line. And here let's add a marker variable again, then new car, parenthesis, then red, then BMW, then echo my car, then the message. So a class is a template for objects, and an object is an instance of a class. So when the individual objects are created, they inherit all the properties and behaviors from the class, but each object will have different values for the properties. Let's assume we have a class named car. So here we have a class named car. A car can have properties like models and colors. So these are the properties, models and colors, and etc. Then we can define variables like model, color, and so on to hold the values of these properties. So we have here the example. So if you bothered where did I get the my car variable, so here's the short explanation of that. So the new keyword is used to create a new object of the car class. The car class has two properties, which are the color and model, which are initialized with the values black and Toyota. The myCar variable is then assigned the reference to the newly created object. Then the myCar variable is then used to call the message method on the car object. The message method returns a string that contains the color and model of the car. So the myCar variable is also used to echo the output of the message method. Then the myCar variable is not defined in the HTML code. It is defined in the PHP code and is then used in the HTML code to echo the output of the message method. So here, this is our break line or the line break. So when we run it, this is the result. So there is an error in line 9. So let's check. Okay, that's it. This is the result. My car is black Toyota. My car is red BMW. So that's all, and thank you for watching my video. I hope you have learned about my discussion. And if you like my video tutorial, don't forget to react and share the video. Thank you once again.